YouTubeites? Welcome into the Cover Price Weekly Top 10. I think we're allowed to say it this time. There's going to be a little bit of change up next week. So be aware that starting next Monday, we're switching the top 10 from Tuesdays to Mondays. The three of us are leaving and we're going to the Shaker Show on Thursday, but you'll have Lando taking the wheel on Mondays.
Yeah.
So it'll be a nice little shake up, right? It's kind of fun.
I like shaking it up a little bit. I think it's going to be fun. I love doing the shaker shows. I miss those. The shake.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. It'll be a good fit
for
all
for
of
the
us.
rest of it, Marty.
I know you didn't do it. All right, before we get started though, round table. Gabe, what's good?
What's up, everybody? Welcome in to yet another last episode with Laura, Gabe, and Marty.
We're gonna try this again, right?
This time, let's try this again. Apparently, for real this time.
Our last one. This is our last one.
Yeah. So I've been crazy busy the last few days. Had a little show over the weekend that was really fun. I'm just got to be here with you guys. I want to talk comics. There's some fun things on this list. Lots of stuff to talk about today. I'm sure there's going to be some opinions thrown around. But, man, I just want to be here with Laura and Marty. This is the crew. This is the Lord of the Long Box crew. I can't wait to be on Thursdays with you guys. Man, because I love doing the shakers, and I don't really get to do it much with Laura. So that's going to be fun. That's how it's going to work. Yeah. Lords of the Long Box on Thursdays kind of stuff. That's going to be great.
Yeah. I'm excited. What do you think, Marty? Are you ready to make the move to Thursdays with us?
Absolutely. I've always loved the shakers. And Tim's things was the shaker too, let's pay homage to him. But nevertheless, greetings and salutation, geeks and geekettes and YouTubeites. Welcome to another Tuesday Shaker, and we're going to have fun tonight. We're going to be talking about what you guys are buying out there. We're going to give you guys our opinion based off things that we see, market trends, experience, what have you. So it's an interesting list. We see some repeat offenders, if you will, again on this list. But okay, let's check it out, Laura.
Let's do it. And Liger, I see you in the chat. I hope you're doing well. I'm glad you're here tonight. Maybe this can be a nice little reprieve from whatever life is throwing at you. So thank you for being here and sending you all of my good vibes. All right, let's keep going. So guys, like Marty just said, we are covering the top 10. So we are looking at aftermarket sales, specifically the highest sales, units sold, and percentage growth. Every week we have a runners up. Marty, what do we have this week?
Runner up is, oh man, I gotta scroll all the way down. Hold on a second. Ultimate Fantastic Four 22. This is the Greg Land regular cover, published by Marvel, October 2005. High raw sale, $15, near mint. High graded sale, 163, CGC 9.8. Numbers of copies tracked, 8. Reason for trends, Marvel Zombie trailer debut. Looks awesome. Blade as Moon Knight stole the online chatter. The recent unveiling of Marvel Zombie trailer has ignited tons of excitement among fans, showcasing an intense and graphic interpretation of the Marvel Universe's foray into a zombie apocalypse. Cool. Right up my alley right here. This animated project appears to stray from typical upbeat MCU projects, embracing a darker aesthetic that aligns closely with the original comic book series. The preview teases unsettling portrayals of beloved heroes as undead entities, promising an epic trip into a new world into the MCU. Naturally, this has caused the first appearance of Marvel Zombies to be on every collector's radar. We tracked 8 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 48% with a high sale of $163 for a CGC 9.8 copy and a current raw near mint fair market value $15. Yeah, so this is exciting. I love the zombie universe. There's a huge fan of playing COD, killing zombies on there. That was always my go-to. Yeah, I used to online game COD a lot earlier on, more like PS3 era, But Yeah, this is cool. I'm glad they're
I'm
bringing this back.
so excited. People were sending me the trailer and I was like, I just can't wait. So you have Brian Andrews behind this, which is just going to make it even better. It's going to be a 4-episode spinoff from the 2021 What If Zombies. So it's, I don't know, very cool. I'm excited. What do you think, Gabe?
Yeah, this is gonna be great. I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
Marvel Zombie stuff because I've always been a big fan of Marvel Zombies. Like with Ultimate Fantastic Four, even when like Arthur Studham was doing all those variant covers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that stuff is awesome.
Yeah.
I don't have the 22. The 22 is like the only issue in my Ultimate Fantastic Four run I don't have. I have 21, which is like the cameo appearance of the Marvel Zombies. But since I own it, that makes it the real first appearance, right? That's kind of
exactly. That's how it works in
Oh,
comic
of
books.
course.
Right? Yeah, I own it.
Of course.
That makes it the real first appearance.
I have 23 because for a while 23 was said to be the first appearance, or at least what we see. There was rumor between this and that, so I ended up getting number 23, which now 22 I don't have.
I think I might actually. I'll have to talk to Anthony about
This is
but
a good series though. Just in general, like Ultimate Fantastic Four. Most of this run is great up to here for sure. Love it.
All right, runner up, guys. Ultimate Fantastic Four, number 22, the Greg Land regular with a 9.8, coming in at $163 and a 7-day trend of 48%. Gabe, what do we have to officially kick off the list?
All right, number 10 kicking in the door this week is Batman #1, the new 2025 #1. This is the Jim Lee blind bag alternate foil, which was a 1 in 500. So the high raw sale for this, $700 for a raw sale. We tracked 10 copies sold, and collectors just love Jim Lee. The Batman cover, high ratio chase covers. This is the carrot that's being dangled in front of collectors to buy all these blind bags. Apparently, of the 56-ish versions of this book, this one might have been the one that collectors want the hardest. It's out of the blind bags, and it's a 1 in 500 ratio, which is insane, but it also features artwork of Jim Lee. Some of the most coveted Batman variants were done by Jim Lee, and many collectors love this depiction and view it as the depiction of Batman. For those who could, they paid big money to secure this gold foil variant. We tracked 10 copies sold, 7-day growth of 100%. High sale, $700 for a near mint copy, and current raw near mint is $564.
Wow. I don't even know what to say. These blind bags have just been taking over the market by storm. I think I'm into it. It seems like DC is using this specifically to leverage the excitement and thrill of mystery and make it a little bit more fun. What do you guys think?
I like blind bags because I got a bunch of them coming in.
Obviously,
they are the future of comic book collecting and are fantastic and interesting.
Of course, you're without any bias, of course. So,
if anybody wants one, you can hit me up on my Instagram.
I don't mind blind bags, and I think that's cool that they put in these rarities in there, especially looking at Jim Lee. I mean, especially if you're a Jim Lee fanatic collector.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, Jim Lee, McFarlane. I mean, they have a huge following. I mean, anything that comes from them. I mean, you're especially 1 in 500. Wow! If you're out there getting it, congratulations on that.
Yeah, I think the goal here, guys, I know that there's mixed feelings, but it's to increase sales and get engagement from people that don't usually want to take a gamble. It's unpredictable. It can be kind of a fun experience.
This is a cool cover, though, and Jim Lee is probably like my top 3 Batman artists, I would say.
Oh.
Like, yeah, in foil, this guy looks amazing.
Yeah, this is cool to go foil for sure. For sure.
Number 10, Batman #1, Jim Lee blind bag, alternate foil, 1 in 500 with a raw near mint coming in at $700 and a 7-day trend of 100%. And like Gabe said, if anybody out there is looking for him, he's going to have them. So hit him up on IG. What do we have for number 9, Marty?
Yeah, here we go. Back on the list. Immortal Legend Batman #1. This is the Matt Taylor 1 in 25, DC August of 2025. This run features a cosmic Batman duking it out with a gaggle of monsters in a killer suit. With all the Batman titles currently, collectors took a bit warming up for this miniseries. But this is a 1 in 25 from Matt Taylor. Sure brought collectors out with this killer Kamen Rider aesthetic. While it's not the most limited book, it is the highest ratio available, which get collectors excited. We tracked 22 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 7% with a high sale of $170 for a CGC 9.8 copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $58. Okay, not too bad. I mean, it's. I think we talked about this one last time. For me, it's really so busy. You know, for me, my eyes cannot focus on this. So but I think a lot of manga collectors, this is right up their alley. This is another way of bringing in that type of genre into this fold.
The reviews I've been hearing on this have been mixed for me. It seems like people either love the Immortal read or they're like, not for me. So I gotta get my hands on it and decide for myself.
Yeah, get the regular cover if you want to read it, right? Like you don't want to.
Yeah, just try it out and see what happens.
Yeah.
All right, number 9, Immortal Legend, Batman #1, Matt Taylor variant. We are just cruising right along tonight. This is the 1 in 25 with a 9.8 coming in at 170, 7-day trend of 7%. Gabe, what do we have for number 8?
Number 8 this week is Star Wars: The Legacy of Vader, number 8. I'm saying this is the Cal Noon variant, 1 in 25, came out September of 2025. All right, so it seems like let's just start with this. Since Star Wars: The Force Awakens, folks have wanted to know more about the Knights of Ren, an order Kylo Ren belonged to. It's been slowly fleshed out, but we get another piece of info with this book. It features the first appearance of Tava Ren, leader of the Knights of Ren. This 1 in 25 Macau Noon sports possibly the best depiction of all iterations available and was the rarest of the group for collectors to have a chance at their LCSs, leading collectors to gravitate towards it more. Track 9 copies sold, 7-day growth of 100%, high sell $50 for a raw near mint copy, and current near mint copies are $39.
All right. Yeah, this is very cool. And I do like the 1 in 25. There's a Derek Chu that I'm slightly partial to just because I like his work. It's so soft, but both really, really well done covers. What do you think, Marty?
Even the regular cover is amazing on this whole series. I actually have this on my subscription, and it's a really good read, too. A very interesting storyline, introduction of the character and the Knights of Ren. Man, I really love this. I'm actually impressed that the 1 in 25 is really going for pretty good penny for $50 for a Star Wars book. I mean, so especially a modern one. So yeah, not bad.
This is right up your alley. You love all this Star Wars stuff. It's Charles Soule is the writer, correct? Yeah, I think so.
Sure.
All right. Number 8, Star Wars: The Legacy of Vader, number 8. The Cal New variant, 1 in 25, raw near mint, $50. 7-day trend, 100%. There are 50 of you hanging out with us on our final Tuesday. Somebody in the chat earlier was saying we sound like, what was the band? Shoot, hold on. I'm going to scroll up. What was the band I kept saying goodbye? The Rolling Stones. The Rolling Stones, our extended farewell tour. So thank you guys for being here. Give the show a thumbs up. And let's keep going. What do we have for number 7? Marty.
That would be me. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. No, is that me? Or okay.
Yep, it's you.
I'm sorry. I was so zoned out earlier. I was just reading this highlight off the book and stuff. So okay. Get me started on Star Wars and see what happens. Universal Monsters: The Invisible Man #1 Secret Thank You Era full color interior. Published by Image, August of 2025. This community loves their secret variants and error books, and they got both with this one. Mistakenly printed with full color interiors, This error was caught after copies were already sent to retailers. Getting a boost by being an error edition helped push this to new highs. Carrying over a place on the top 10 for the last week, down from first place, we tracked 21 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 2% with a high sale of $104 for a raw near mint copy and a current near mint fair market value of $82. Those who missed out on this error edition have a second chance with the corrected invisible copy now in the hands of shops for this week's release. With copies already hitting the aftermarket and trending in its own right, about $50.
Ooh.
Wow, not too bad. You know, okay, call me nostalgic, right? But I really, really loved how earlier on, like 80s and 70s. Sorry about that, guys.
Never barking. Weird. What are you barking at?
Right. That's he's just barking at the front. Jameson. Anyway. Okay. Anyways. Where was I? I'm gonna pause. Gabe, you go ahead.
I don't know what you were saying, Marty. That was your sentence.
I don't know where he was going with that either, but go ahead.
No, this is neat. It's odd that it's an error in like a good way, I guess, right? It's not like, oh no, it's an error where it's too dark and we can't read it or anything like that. It's like, oh, we forgot not to color.
Marty's dogs are like, we agree. Yeah, and like we were talking about this last week, Gabe, there's Josh Middleton covers. They did other colors, and so did Alex Ross. So this is definitely becoming one of those popular titles that people are trying to, get their hands on. Let's see if Marty says anything else.
He's Marty? Yelling at his dog.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I apologize. I had to pause and go deal with the situation.
You're all good. Not that serious, just comments.
Yeah, I have a well-guarded home. Let's just say that.
Yep.
And what I was going to say earlier, and without trying to be long-winded, but I really love the earlier era editions or earlier on those time frames. There were not a lot of variants, right? And so having like different covers that may have certain errors to it, or even the interior, certain areas of the interior. It was nice to have that into your collection because that they were really rare back then, because you didn't see too many variants. But nowadays you see a lot of variants, and then, I can't really comment on the integrity and validity of some of these error things that come out nowadays. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. But nevertheless, like I said, called me nostalgic, but back then it was just something nice to collect because there wasn't many of that,
Yeah, that's what. See, this is why you blow them on the shakers, because you're just gonna love it over there. It's be all this rare stuff that they just don't really do anymore.
Well, it's because most of the errors before were just like, "Oops, we printed it too dark," or something like that, right? Or in case of the All-Star Batman and Robin, where it's like, oh, we used a lighter colored black ink to cross out the cuss words so that you can still see the cuss words.
I didn't know that was a thing. Now I want it.
Hey, you don't want that one?
No.
Nice. Yeah, it's the Frank Miller, Jim Lee Batman series. Number 9.
I didn't know there was an error print to it. That's really neat.
So you can see the cuss words. They printed the cuss words in the word balloon and then went over it with black ink, like they censored it kind of thing. But the black bars was a lighter color black than the black writing, so you could still see like the bad words. It's funny.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Or never mind. I'm not gonna get into that one. Never mind.
We gotta do a whole show on just error print.
That might be a different topic, or there's some unfortunate bad words in a Wolverine comic book.
Ooh, you have to tell me later then. All right, number 7, Universal Monsters, The Invisible Man, number 1, the secret thank you variant error. And to answer a question in the chat, the regular one's now going for about 50. This one's going for raw near mint, 104, and a 7-day trend of 2%. What do we have, Gabe, for number 6?
All right, so then for Dr. Yo-Yo, this is Sonic the Hedgehog 81, the Nathalie for Drain cover, which is a retailer incentive. That was a 1 in 15. This just came out. This is brand new. Sweet. All right. So we don't get new Sonic characters often, but when we do, we see a bump in the aftermarket. Doubly so when there is a retailer incentive variant to track down as well. This book features the first appearance of Lunar, and over the years, we've seen some of these Sonic RI variants fetching large sums on the aftermarket. It appears the market is taking notice and grabbing up these books before they blow up down the line. We track 16 copies sold, 7-day growth of 10%, high sell $51 for a raw near mint copy, and current near mint of $42.
Yeah, no surprise here. I mean, we see this over and over again. If you guys are following the top 10 for any amount of time, you'll see these Sonic books, any type of video game ratio, they always end up making the list. There's just a very high demand and a low quantity of stores ordering them, so they fly off the shelves.
And Sonic fans are like, those are some passionate fans as well. Right up there with like Spawn fans and stuff like that.
I love this cover. She did it. She knocked it out of the park with this, man. This is so beautiful. I love how the writing on the bottom is like a 70s style, but then you have the characters, the way she just, it's just so beautiful how she did these characters. I'm very impressed with this.
Yeah, I actually agree with you. I'm looking at it now that you're bringing it up. I'm looking at the lettering better. And cover B is done by Gigi Dertrue. I think I'm saying that right. That's an interesting cover too. Very unique artwork on these things, guys. So if you ever come across one in the store, snag it up. And thank you to Alex. We appreciate that so much. And yeah, rest in peace, Tim. We're not leaving though. We'll be here Thursdays.
Oh yeah, he's always going to be part of this.
Yeah.
That was his baby anyways, those Thursday ones, right?
Yeah. It makes sense for us all to move over there. Number 6, Sonic the Hedgehog 81, Natalie Fordrain, retailer incentive 1 in 15, raw near mint $51. That's impressive. Almost like 3 times ratio. 7-day trend 10%. We are halfway there, folks. Oh, I'm excited about this one. Marty, what do we have for number 5?
First of all, we got to highlight and say thank you, because somebody in the chat, Alex Latimer, he just gave us what do you call these? A super chat, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much, brother. That is freaking awesome, man. Very, very kind of you. Thank you for that.
All right, Marty, what do we have for number 5?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen this on a list anywhere for some time, and I'm glad this is back on, and it's so reminiscent of what we see, coming on and off the list. But seeing something like this, Spawn number 9, Image Comics, March of 1993. High raw sale, $11 near mint. High graded sale of 75 through a CGC 9.8. Numbers of copy track 37. The reason for this trend is Angela announced to join Marvel Rivals. Complicated rights transitions from Image to Marvel, so that's very interesting if you look at it, right? Because she is an Image character. So okay, Cliff Notes, Game In,
right? Until Diamond sold it,
right? Yeah. Absolutely, and then they sold it, right? And then now they have rights to that. But legally battled and won the retained rights, sold the rights to Marvel. Angela cameoed intro with Age of Ultron number 10. Clear cover appearances, first full Garden of the Galaxy number 1 in 2013. This book features the first appearance of Angela before she migrated to Marvel Comics and became a sister of Thor. It's been a low-level key for decades now, but Marvel Rivals just joined the party. Angela is coming to the incredible popular game, and fans beyond excited about that. Hence, a major run of her first appearance in this book. We tracked 37 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 19%, with a high sale of $75 for a CGC 9.8 copy, and a current raw near mint fair market value of $11.
Yeah, this is so neat. I mean, I remember back in the day, Angela was like the coolest thing to happen to Spawn. I mean, the attitude, the costume, everything about her was so neat. And then you just kind of, I don't know, Marvel really hasn't done enough with her, in my opinion.
They haven't done anything with her, really.
No, not at all. And that's so sad because she has so much potential,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very, very cool character, guys. And again, if you're not familiar, there's this whole history behind this character where you had Gaiman, and he was battling it out for the rights because technically, if you're an image creator, you own your own characters, or that's how I assume, or I think that's how that works. And
It was
he
a,
got
it was
into-
a handshake deal between him and Todd
there was nothing
McFarlane.
written, right? So
It wasn't
Todd's like,
written or anything like that. It was just that Todd would just send him just random checks of money. Just here's a check for X amount of dollars every so often. There was nothing in writing, and that was Neil Gaiman's concern. Nothing in writing that, let's say Todd stepped in front of a bus or fell off a cliff or died unexpectedly. There was nothing that would show that Gaiman had any kind of rights to get future checks or future money or anything in the character. So that's kind of what sparked the lawsuit. And this ended up being, like the most expensive comic book that Todd McFarlane ever produced because it cost him a lot of money and stuff like that.
It cost him a lot, yeah.
Yeah. It's like as soon as he won, too, it's like, okay, here you go, Marvel. And like Marvel, I like that they're using these more obscure characters for Marvel Rivals. I think it's interesting. It's bringing some love back to the characters that deserve it, but I really wish they would just do more with her. Anyways. All right. Oh, go ahead, Marty.
No, I was just going to piggyback on what you were saying in reference to her. That we're seeing more of that in the Marvel universe and the DC universe, how they're bringing in all these other characters to introduce more of that universe, because everybody knows that the mainstream characters, but to present these other characters like that, I think it speaks volumes of what they're trying to bring to the audience.
Agreed. Yeah. And I think that if they get her in Marvel Rivals, I cannot wait to try her out. I'm guessing she's got the same, powers as Thor. So it'll be fun. Number 5, Spawn. Number 9, a CGC 9.8 coming in at $75. 7-day trend of 19%. Again, it's just a really cool book. I've had it a couple of times and sold it, and I don't think I currently have one, which is a bummer, but I'll get it back eventually. All right, Gabe, what do we have for number 4?
All right. Number 4, we got some Ninja Turtle action here with Ninja Turtles number 11, the Juan Ferreira cover C. This came out September of 2025. A lot of just new books on here this week, it sounds like. All right.
Yeah.
So the Jason era of Ninja Turtles is coming to a close at issue 12. Oh, that sucks. And fans showed up big time for this issue, as the storyline has them hooked. This book also features the first cover appearance of dear April O'Neil as Casey Jones, hockey mask and all. It was the only cover that was likely available at the LCS featuring April as Casey. So it was natural for them to secure a copy before pivoting to the more limited offerings. Track 50 copies sold. 7-day growth of 354%. High sale of $100 for a CGC 9.8 copy. And current raw fair market value is $27.
Very cool. Yeah, the excitement over this book has been interesting. Gabe, are you reading anything turtle related?
No, I'm not. I get these in the hardcovers when they come out for this series.
Yeah.
But,
Cool. What about you, Marty?
Cool.
Preferably, I think the Anna Mercano cover is so much. That's more up my alley. I really like that work as opposed to this one. Not to put this one down, but yeah, this is a cool cover. But if you look at the other variants of that, man, that's sick, man. It really just kind of shows her badassery in there,
Yeah, this is a cool storyline too. I only read issue 1. I think I've read 2 actually, but I have the whole stack of them and I need to catch up here because it's an interesting storyline. And I think the art has been, like what Marty was saying, very well done, especially for the variants. Yeah.
There's a lot of variants for this issue. I'm looking it up on Cover Price right now. Jeez.
Yeah.
Wait, how many are there? I don't even know.
It's got to be over 20.
Really?
I think 6, 12, 18, 19.
Whew. Okay, well, lots of room to pick your favorites, right? All right, number 4, guys, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 11, the Juan Herrera cover C, 9.8 coming in at $100. 7-day trend, 354%. So the excitement for this book is definitely there. What do we have for number 3, Gabe? Nope, Marty.
Sorry, yeah, Marty. Gabe, go again, man.
I've done this before, I swear.
Yeah, we've got an Action Comics Volume 46, number 544. DC March of 1983. High raw sale of $17 for a near mint. High graded sale of $156 for CGC 9.8. Number of copies tracked 49, 100 in total with all covers from this issue. The reason for trend is James Gunn's social dropped announcing Superman 2 title. Posted with a picture of Superman and Lex Luthor. Lex is in his green and purple war suit. As mentioned in our previous entry, James Gunn has gave us a breadcrumb of where he intends to go with the DCU. At least, Lex appears he will receive his war suit. Collectors were immediately drawn to this book, featuring the first appearance of the green war suit, along with metallic Brainiac, who collectors hope Gunn will introduce. Collectors were quick to jump on his former $10 book that featured both. We tracked 49 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 96% with a high sale of $156 for a CGC 9.8 copy and a current raw fine fair market value of $10. Note, sales are trending high across both newsstand and Canadian edition as well.
Oh, this is awesome. I love it. I'm totally here for
now,
it.
for the character like Lex Luthor to get his war suit, I think that's amazing because I don't know if you know much about the war suit, but they have been so much. It's been so evolved from its original, and it's so let's just say badass, you know. And I'd like to see what they do with this.
Yeah, I mean, the cover version of it here versus what they're probably going to end up doing with it, it looks more like oh man, what do you call those robots that you walk around in?
Mech?
Yeah, mech. Thank you, Gabe.
A mech.
Looks like
a mech.
costume,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, Gabe?
No, I love it. I mean, this is a cool cover. I love the yellow that kind of goes with like the green and the purple here. But I mean, this is the first appearance of I always call it the power suit, but the war suit. Because this is the version of Lex Luthor I grew up with. I knew him as in this power suit. So it's going to be cool. If he shows up in the movie with it, man, that is going to be awesome. I really hope it's like kind of like how Ed McGuinness drew it in the Superman Batman series, where it was basically almost like a mech. Like it was just a big giant suit that he was in. Yeah, so all the Power Ranger fans can jump in on this, all the Voltron fans, everybody that's into like Geigers and stuff like that. Yeah, let's get him in his power suit. This is fun.
Yeah, you know, to point this out, it looks like, you know, on the right side, you know, they're at a dance club, you know, like one got the person twerking.
It's like the boys are on one side and the girls on the other side, kind of.
Yeah, and the guy behind him,
flowers.
the guy behind him, you know, so it's like a dance party or something, you know.
Yeah, for $10 too. This just seems like such a good pickup. So a couple people in the chat were saying they got this for under $5. Real Fake Comics got it for $3. Not bad. Number 3, Action Comics, volume number 46, number 544, 9.8 coming in at $156. 7-day trend of 96%. There are 70 of you here with us now. So thank you guys for joining on your Tuesday night to talk about what's trending in the aftermarket. We appreciate you guys being here. What do we have for number 2?
Okay. Number 2 is Batman #1, Blind as a Bat blind bag. These came out this month. So DC took notes. What better way to usher in a new era of Batman than with a gaggle of blind bag variants? Collectors went bananas, but DC was prepared. Blind bags were going hard and fast, with collectors posting their scores in a hurry. This blind bag trend is quickly gaining steam. Could that lead to a downtrend in the future? Regardless, it worked for now, or it worked for this new run of Batman. We tracked 100 copies sold, 7-day growth of 60%. High sell, $19 for a raw near mint copy, and current raw near mint copies are $14. So,
yeah,
pretty
I don't know,
cool.
guys. Yeah, say what you want, but these blind bags, it's the novelty of opening it up and not knowing what you're going to get, getting excited. I don't know, that sense of accomplishment and validation when you actually end up with the book that you wanted. I get the appeal.
I mean, it's not a new concept. I mean,
Right.
because we've seen this with baseball cards, Pokemon cards, any type of things, in the smallest form. And they're just doing it they're just doing it with comic books. And it's always been around. So, whether you're whatever opinion on it, I mean, there's always been some type of um, item or something that is gives you a surprise. I mean, Cracker Jack boxes, people went in for a surprise, so it's not a new concept. It's fun. I see the appeal in it, especially why not? If it's gonna sell, it's gonna sell, make you money, especially with all these amazing I don't know if you've seen these variants that are out there. The covers are out there. There's some sick covers of the Batman #1. So and it's fun. It's like gambling, It's like you see what you get, It's exciting.
I don't know if gambling's considered fun, but there you go.
Yeah.
It's a crush of defeat when you spend hundreds and get nothing. Thank you, Derek.
Everybody has fun at poker night with their buddies sometime, and so it's why not do it?
Yeah,
I live in the city of gambling, so I understand it's everywhere. It is everywhere.
Yeah,
you go get groceries, there's slot machines. You go get gas, there's slot machines. It's, and then like you were saying, Marty, they've been doing this forever, right? But even with comic books, they've been doing it for the last year, maybe a little bit longer.
The Whatnot blind bags were what really, I think, shot this up, don't you think?
They did this in 2015. DC did this back in the day.
The Harley Quinn blind bags.
With the Harley Quinns, with those blind bags. So, yeah, I mean, yeah. So, it's been around.
The Mark Spears blind bag, did you guys hear about that? It was all over, like, Comic News. It has 350,000 copies in pre-order.
That's crazy. Were these Batman ones, I heard that they were shorted. Some people got shorted on them. I don't know if that was a thing, confirmed or not.
I don't know. We weren't. I mean, we got our full order in, so I'm not sure if maybe. I haven't heard anything though.
Yeah, I'm getting my order in too. So if you guys want some blind bags, hit up Laura at Bird City and hit me up.
Yes, hit us up, guys. Remember that.
Shameless plug.
I actually don't know how many ordered Alex, to be honest. He handles all of that, but I know we have them because we've been doing Whatnot shows and stuff. So. Number 2, Batman #1, the blind as a bat blind bag, raw near mint, $19, 7-day trend of 60%. Last but not least, Gabe, Marty, what do we have for number 1? Keep saying Gabe.
Yeah, bring it in. Superman, the Man of Tomorrow, #1, DC Comics, June of 1995. We got a high raw sale of $7 for a near mint, high graded sale of $165 for CGC 9.8. Number of copies tracked, 66. Reason for the trend, social drop by James Gunn, of course. That's the big thing. Anything James Gunn related, especially this new turnaround with the DCU. Title of Superman 2 is Superman, Man of Tomorrow, moving this long overlooked first issue. Huge speculation and teases the future of DCU. James Gunn sure loves breaking the internet. Last week, he dropped a picture of X of a David Cornsweet style Superman next to a Nicholas Hoult Lex Luthor in his war suit. Caption, Man of Tomorrow. It immediately sent fans toward this run, and that could easily be adapted into the greater DCU. Good and tight. However, he did reiterate that it's not a Superman sequel, but a film featuring a lot of Superman. For what it's worth, regardless, collectors hit up this book and the aftermarket next time. We tracked 66 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 544%, with a high sale of $165 for a CGC copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $7.
Well, Superman 2 spec, right? This is a long hold. When does that come out? Like 2027? Right?
I think, and what's interesting about this too is that I love how they're using this as a way to kind of bring you into what's going on next, right? The Superman, the man. So now we're looking in at a advertisement. We're looking at the beginnings of pushing Superman the out there for everybody. So we're getting everybody hyped up about it. So it doesn't surprise me we're going to see more, not just of Superman, but just like what the Reed says, you know, a Superman heavy movie, but not just focused on Superman. So we're going to see as time gets closer what characters are going to be talked about, what characters are going to be teased. So you're going to see more of these books come out and with first appearances of different offshoot characters.
Yeah. Gabe?
Be careful buying comic books based on the title of a movie. That's almost as bad as buying villains, it seems like.
Yeah, this is definitely a long spec play here, if this is what you're doing with this. But
This
I mean,
is a cool book,
yeah.
cool cover. I mean, you know, you get Tom Grummett, you know, Brett Breeding art on the cover, which is always great. They do really great Superman depictions. But just pump the brakes if you're just searching for a comic with the title of a movie coming out, because we've seen how that worked with, you know, Born Again or Age of Ultron or Civil War. None of that stuff, Infinity War, none of that stuff really kind of holds any real water or weight later down the road. So
Yeah, but buy it and read it, and maybe you'll enjoy the read. Maybe that'll be.
Or if you want it, give it a couple of weeks, give it a couple of months, you'll probably find it for $1 again.
Yeah. People, our attention spans are so small, right? All right, that's number one for us, guys. Superman, the Man of Tomorrow, number one, a 9.8 coming in at 165. And look at this, a 7-day trend of 544%. The James Gunn effect is completely there. It's strong. Yeah. Him just mentioning something can just cause these books to skyrocket, which is pretty crazy.
And I think a lot of DC books are kind of overlooked. So there's going to be a lot of cool in the future, a lot of cool first appearances and iconic stuff popping up as James Gunn starts giving us more announcements in movies and stuff like that. So
yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, a lot of that Marvel stuff is kind of, you know, that well's a little dry, but the DC stuff there's plenty of room there, I think.
Well, that's a good way to end this, right? That's a good note, guys. Before we say our goodbyes, just a quick reminder: next week, the top 10. I will no longer be hosting the top 10. It's going to be moving to Monday nights with Lando. And then us three, the OG Lords, are going to be moving over to Thursday Shakers. So make sure you guys tune in for that. We'll have people rotating in and off the shows constantly. We're to keep all the crew alive. So make sure you guys are coming out and supporting us. So that's happening next week. So this Thursday, still Lando hosting. Then next week, all the changes will happen. All right, before we go, Gabe, last words. Where can they find you? What if they want blind bags, Gabe?
Well, you guys can just follow me in general on Instagram, Ninja Comic Books. You can find me there. If you want blind bags, let me know. I'll hook you up. I'm not going to charge you $20. But you know, that's always an option. But follow me there. I'm going to miss this Thursday. I won't be here Thursday. I got invited to a local podcast show called Into the West Comics. That'll be live Thursday at 7. So it's going to be cool because it's not StreamYard like this. It's all local people. So we're actually going to do it in a studio. Like these guys have like the coolest studio. Like it looks like a legit like ESPN style studio. Like
I want to watch. Will you post it on your Instagram so I can find it?
Yeah, I'll post it on there. You guys can go check it out.
That's awesome, man.
So after the show on Thursday, you know, come on over to Into the West Comics and see what I'm talking about. I don't know. It's a topic show. It's not like, you know, top 10s or anything like that. It's topic based. So I'll probably have more things to say on there. So it's gonna be fun.
Awesome.
Hope everybody shows up.
Very good. Marty.
I mean, just to close it out, not to get long-winded or anything either. So Laura, make sure, you know, you cut me off like you, yeah.
No, I want you to be long-winded. Do it.
No. I just want to thank everybody in the chat who's been, y'all been very, very great. You've been awesome. You've been very interactive. You've been so supportive on us. And we're not going anywhere. We're just shifting over, going back to the Shaker Show, original, you know, lords type of show, I guess you can say, where we should belong, where we typically belong, right? So, but it's been great doing the Tuesday shows. I'm sure I'll come on and support Lando every so often on a Monday show if he needs me to. But I'm looking forward to being back on talking some Shaker stuff. I'll see you guys there. So make sure you guys know, at the same time, go down to the Shaker show and join us down there. It's going to be a fun time as always. And to end it out, may the comic gods and the spirit of our friend TiVo continue to bless your long boxes. Excelsior.
Excelsior, man. Yeah, they said it all, guys. Thank you for tuning in every week. We've appreciated it. We'll see you guys on next Thursday. Have a night.
For the entire crew, this is TiVo saying keep digging in them long boxes. Peace out.